Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 56.
For the first time in almost 30 years, the big game is back in Los Angeles. Super Bowl 56 underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Oh, ready? Go.
56. Ready? Joker, 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 Joker.
For Todd Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Right there.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzes, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Sit hot! 180! Sit hot!
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved. That's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
I'm going to hit you all
Give him a couple
day,
on the
baby.
carry there. 2nd and 8.
Hold on, ready?
The mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Yo.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Sit hot!
Gurley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Sit hot! 180! Sit hot! Sit hot! 180!
Watch the flat.
Sit hot!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He may try to Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check. Lucky.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
43. Mega.
Watch that. Check the backer.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing move. I thought this was the area the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
60 Bobcat.
Then they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily
Here we
you
go.
pick up the guys
18
downfield,
Cardinal,
and
18
sometimes you forget
18
about the
Cardinal,
running
18
back.
Cardinal.
In this case, they did
Jim.
not and dropped him for no gain.
Escaping the pressure right. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They run out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. On third down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. This group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Ross on the return. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Strip that ball.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. 19 Tiger.
I'm coming for you, son.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Switch.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. 20. Caught left side, Hopkins. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DeAndre Hopkins, 47 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism. They've improved, right? noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there, and a second and 6. Now it's Gurley, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right? Correct? But I would like to see them open.
And now look at him go. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DJ Moore, 74 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Let's go now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. John Ross, 71 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. It's good to make it 17-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still.
About it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
Set hot! 180! What is it hot? 13. Set hot!
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. To throw again is Jackson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Lorenzo Carter. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores today in the NFL. The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his...
Touchdown, Cowboys! Marquise Goodwin, 30 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. And you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hurry!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets are going to have a lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
180!
Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
To throw again. Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's it, baby.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move a lot of scrimmage.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Ready? Ready, sit on! Sit on!
Following the pass, Gurley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
180!
Mike's 59.
Middle.
Target.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game.
You are doing it, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the 1st down.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier.
On 2nd down now. It's Lindsey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Ready.
52, Mike 52. Defense wins championships, man.
Check smash. Go!
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here we go. Set. 45. White.
I'm here all day.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
3 down, 3 down.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
60 Bison. 6.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about making great tackles and his feet never stop moving?
He'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, Swift. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just your offensive line. It's everything. The perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
70 Timberwolf.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
I got wide. You go tight.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So it's not mission accomplished. It's darn close.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
You call it, we all it, baby.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly, trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
57. Mike, 57.
Come on.
Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Touchdown, Cowboys. DJ Moore. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. And you think we're just going to run it through?
There he goes left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown, baby. Let's
Philip
go.
Lindsay, 56 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
On the ball, on the ball.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now Jackson on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Key eight. Single.
Tonight.
Single.
Like 22.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to look deep for more. And this is intercepted.
What's
and that
up?
should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
I had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. They don't have that way at all. You're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
Let's go.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll run with Lindsay. And the Jets are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If we call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can. But this is third and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsay. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Philip Lindsay, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. bend but don't break them. Are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
First down. Lindsey gets around him, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, that next couple plays, you'll only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1 yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Second down. It's Lindsey, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Let's get that ball.
And they'll indeed take a knee. That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this, practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that.
Watch the pass.
And the New York Jets have won the Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy will be in the Big Apple.